In the year 2014, a new squad of operatives was chosen by the College of Illusion. These fools promptly went on to frustrate their DM at every opportunity. Today, still working together, because really, who else would work with them? They survive as adventurers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the Second Breakfast Club.
Tony Kinney as Eddie Falzone.
Jess Owen as Adira Glow.
Michael Cole as Uorag.
Jesse Wicks as Bill Quiverlance.
Nico Rodriguez as your DM.
Welcome back to the continuing tales of A Fool's Quest.
All right. When last we left our heroes, they jumped through a portal and went back to the Forbidden City, which is nice. They went home for a little bit, where they proceeded to drive Dean Smelting absolutely bonkers. He had a giant board. They told him all of these things in random orders, and then just walked out and left him to go to the library, where they did some research and they found out about the Lake of Fire, and they found out how to get down to there with the Furions. They went back to the Dean, used his scrying orb and a map to get the view that Eddie needed to be able to cast his own Shadow Walk. What's it called? Yeah, spell. And then they traveled down there, where they landed on a bed of coals.
And immediately burst into flames.
They weren't burning coals. It was like coal, right? Not coals.
It's on the shores of a lake of magma.
Oh.
Wait.
Yeah, they're hot coals.
I thought it was coal. Like just black rocks.
I mean,
Well, technically.
yes. But it's not burning hot, right? This is cooled down,
Right.
but it is hot, right?
Oh, okay.
So like your shoes don't catch on fire, but it is uncomfortably warm here.
Yeah, let's move that way, away from the lake. Somewhere the ground's not as unpleasant.
I have a contingency plan for that. I'm going to wild shape into one of those little cigarette demons.
Okay.
You're going to set the coal beach on fire.
Maybe not. Yeah, that's a 3 on the dice.
Oh dear Lord.
Yeah. I imagine that's not going to come out real high.
You set the coal beach on fire.
So it's probably a
You accidentally turned into a gum demon
6
and
or
melted.
7 total.
Well, that's a big difference between 6 and 7.
On my character sheet then.
7 is success with one move. 6 is unsuccessful.
Oh, that's a 6.
All right, so with a 6, you pop out. Ooh, we're going to need a 1d6 from you real quick to see how long you're stuck in this form. 3 hours. You pop out and you try to transform into a demon, one of those cigarette demons. But while you're trying to form the demon in your mind, the thoughts of the little gum demons just keep coming back to your head. And right before you shift into one of the gum demons.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You melt onto the hot coal.
Gurgle.
Yeah, but you do absorb some of the coal stuff, and it gives you that cinnamon flavor.
It's spicy. It's big red.
Hello, Gurgle Rag.
Gurgle.
So you turn into a giant bubblegum demon, and yeah, you
A
can
giant bubblegum demon. So
yeah, and
besides that too.
You can direct with your hands and stuff, but your mouth does not work.
Full on gurgle.
You're full on gurgle for 3 hours. As Eddie and Bill walk away from
I just sort of look at myself in this form and sulk as I walk. Gurgle.
I'm just gonna look at him.
Oh, gurgle.
Gurgle. So we can't do demons or birds. Okay.
Especially not birds, though. He's done demons before.
That's fair.
Uorag flips you off, but it's just a gum wad, so you can't tell.
When you turned into gum, did you mean to turn into gum that had already been chewed, or was that a happy accident?
I smell delicious, though.
You do smell like burning cinnamon.
All right, come on, Big Red.
Yep. It's my new code name.
All you guys hear is gurgle, gurgle.
Gurgle, gurgle.
Every time he talks.
Gurgle, gurgle.
Yep.
That's all I can say for 3 hours now.
All right.
All right. I'm going to pull that spyglass out.
Okay.
And can I see an island in this lake of fire? It seems like a pretty vast lake of fire on that map.
Didn't you say we were south of the House of Embers?
Mm-hmm.
Is north the lake? How does that
Yeah,
work?
so where you're at, there's a ridge from the mountains, and then it's like a sheer cut off drop from the mountains where it kind of goes down to the ground level. And then you've got this beach, which is about 100 yards long, the entire distance around the lake. So all around the lake, you've got about a beach that's about 100 yards, and it's just black coal. And if you put up the eyeglass and you take a look, you can see a tower out as an island in the middle of the lake from where you're at, straight ahead. It looks to be like a rundown tower, but it's more like a wizard's tower than it is a jail or a house.
Can I see the bottom of the tower? Like, is it not on an island? Is there room around it, or is it just the tower?
No, there's room around it.
All right.
It's coal all over, and then on the inside there's actually like a garden that's at the base of the tower, like very green and lush.
Well, I could probably shadow walk us out there.
That's.
I'm worried about miscasting it.
But that's not the actual house, right? The House of Embers.
It's the only thing I see out there.
From where you're standing, yep.
From where that's what's out in the lake.
Yeah,
So we're not.
see the other end of the lake.
Right. I thought the House of Embers was like on the shore we were on, but we're on.
Uorag, you're sticky.
Gurgle.
Do you have any rope in your bag?
Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
Do I look like a kid?
You could
Actually,
probably
yes, I
climb
have
that.
rope.
You could probably climb that cliff. You're sticky.
Any equipment I had is melted into my form.
Yeah, but Bill's got a rope. And you could probably climb that cliff because you're sticky. We might be able to get a better view from up there.
Gurgle, gurgle.
Why don't you take the rope on up and see if you can climb up there?
I'll grab the rope.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and make a strength check as you gumball your way up.
Yep. That's 10.
All right. So how does it look when you successfully climb this? I mean, you know in The Princess Bride when they've got those ropes and they're climbing up slowly and the masked man is chasing after, the dread pirate Roberts is chasing after them? That's the cliffs of insanity, right? That's what you're doing here, all the way up as your gumball self. How are you getting up there?
Well, I'm somewhat malleable, so it's like I'll look around for a handhold or a foothold and then just kind of stretch.
See, I was picturing those wall walker things, those sticky octopuses.
Yeah, I thought about that too, but I don't know. The upward flip was kind of weird to...
Thwack! It just makes a thwack noise every time you slap.
Meanwhile, Eddie and I aren't even.
Instead.
Eddie and I aren't even climbing the rope. We've just tied ourselves to it, and so we're dangling 5 feet below him.
Yeah. You were supposed to be this colossus. This legendary thing.
And still, he gains.
And still, you smell like cinnamon. It's lovely.
All right, so you do make it to the top. You get all the way up there, and Eddie, you take out the spyglass again and cup your hand and put it at the end to try and make a little telescope out of it.
Yeah.
All right, so you do that, and you look out, and you do see a second structure at the far end of the lake.
Aha. Bill, you may have been correct. There's a second structure at the far end of the lake.
I'm always correct.
Gurgle, gurgle.
Uorag disagrees.
Don't you gurgle like that at me.
Gurgle, gurgle.
I'm going to take a piece of coal and throw it so it gets stuck on the side of his head.
Grab another one to make eyeballs.
We're up on the cliff. There's not coal up here. Just a rock.
Do you want to build an Uorag man? Stick a carrot in the back of his head.
Gurgle, 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 gurgle.
Let's give him a carrot mohawk.
Yeah, spikes.
Yeah. All right. What's this structure look like out there?
It looks like a large mansion. You would probably guess more than 20, 30 rooms. It's like a beautifully built estate for a rich person.
Okay. Bill, do you know how many first people there's supposed to be?
Do I?
Do I know how many?
You would know of at least a dozen from your thing, but I can give you a better number if you make your roll.
I mean, these...
12.
12? There should be 18 left.
Okay.
That you're aware of.
It's, yeah, so there's this 18-ish still around.
And he had all of them but Abigail on there already, right?
That's what he said.
Yeah, that's what...
All right, that might be the place then. It looks like a big, mansion, like a whole noble estate, but, it's in the middle of lava.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I can't imagine... I can't imagine there's a... I can't imagine there's another giant house in the middle of the lake. Seems like one's enough.
Seems like it's probably the spot. Let's, can I make it out well enough to get a good read on a shadow?
Yeah, let's go ahead and make a roll for that. What would they?
Let's turn Uorag into a hang glider.
That's an 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
You feel confident enough that you could make it, you could teleport you guys there and land on the shore. It might be a little close to the fire, not close enough to the house, but on the shore.
All right. I think I can get us there. I don't know, it's a little fuzzy that far away, but I think I can do it.
All right.
We'll walk over to, just a boulder that's got a shadow behind it. And we cast a spell. Let's see.
But I have to all stack them up so it makes
Piloa? Lake Piloa?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to cast a spell and go to the island with the estate in Lake Piloa.
Okay.
That's a 9. I should have lit a cigarette. I've got to draw attention to myself.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't. There's no other, the other options are unoptionable.
Okay.
Just forget the spell, or I've already got the -1. We're
So-
gonna get attacked by a lava hydra. You're welcome, Uorag.
Lava
I'm
walrus.
stuck as gurgle, gurgle.
For now.
So you open a portal.
Yep, and all right. It's a good day to die. I'm gonna jump on through.
You jump on through. Just as you come through the other side, again, you land kind of near the lava, but a safe enough distance away that you're not burned. The coals are hot under your feet, and you take 4 points of damage. As a clawed creature that you couldn't see with your roll through reaches out and snaps at you with its giant claw.
Like a crab claw?
Like a crab claw. It snaps right into you. And this thing is made of like stone. This crab is made of like a type of like obsidian almost. Very clean looking.
Lava crabs.
Or rock lobster.
Yeah.
Yes, Yes, so you're attacked by a rock lobster.
All right.
What we're doing.
Skidoobied up.
Lava rock
Right
lobster.
on out of here. I'm going to turn invisible. I'm going to cast invisibility on myself immediately. But I'm going to shout rock lobster first. And I don't think they'll be able to hear it because they're on the far shore.
Yep.
But I'm gonna do
You
it
couldn't even see it from the down at ground level.
That die is cocked at like a perfect 45, so I'm going to reroll it.
Okay.
That's an 8. I'm going to forget invisibility.
Okay. So you cast invisibility and you are invisible.
Yes.
And while you're invisible, you are able to take a few steps away from the rock lobster and look up and down the beach, and you can see the beach is scattered with them. There are probably half a dozen in your general vicinity of these rock lobsters.
How much damage did I take from it?
4 points.
4 points.
Now,
Mike's gonna have a hard trouble with a copyright on this one.
Nope, already had this.
you also notice the waves of the lava. The ebb and flow of the lava starts to recede from the beach a little bit, and the rock lobsters, all stop for a second and shove their claws up into the air and just click them until they start to hear the water come back in, the tide come back in. Not water, the lava. Until they hear the fire, the magma start to come back closer to them. But that's what you notice as you're invisible. Who is next to come through the portal?
I am.
All right. So you pop through, and there's no one there. You don't see Eddie at all. He's gone. You do see a rock lobster standing 4 feet away from you, clopping its lobster hands in the air. Its claws, just snapping them together in the air.
And dance backwards away from the shore and the lobster.
Okay. So you dance backwards a handful of steps.
Down.
Oh,
Skidoobied up.
you can make a fortune out of these. They're probably a delicacy. What?
You say to yourself,
Yes. Yes, correct. I'll wait for Bubblemint.
all right.
Big red.
Big red.
Yes, big red comes through.
All right.
Gurgle, gurgle.
Bubble, bubble.
And just as you plop out, the tide starts to come back in. You see this rock lobster next to you as well. And it is clapping its claws still, but its arms start to come down and no longer are pointing at the sky. And it starts to move side to side toward the noises it hears.
Okay. Do I see Eddie? No.
No.
Do I see Bill?
You do see Bill. He's taken several steps away from the portal and the rock lobster. And he's talking to himself about making himself a profit.
I'll make my way toward Bill.
Gurgle, gurgle.
All right, as you make your way toward Bill, the rock lobster continues to follow you and attacks. And his claw reaches out and does 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Gurgle, gurgle.
Hey, watch out for those rock lobsters. They pinch.
Gurgle, gurgle.
I'm going to cast Minor Illusion and make an illusion of me. Will that break my invisibility?
I don't think so. I wouldn't say so.
All right, and then I'm going to have it just run down the beach in front of all the rock lobsters.
As you're running, the rock lobsters all ignore your illusion and start moving toward you.
Guys, I don't think these use their eyes.
Termerson. Okay.
Hey,
The
you know who has throwing symbols? I'm gonna chuck one hard to make it make a noise, like in a direction away from us.
Okay, so you chuck one. Once it hits the ground and makes the noise, the one closest to you goes and skitters in that direction.
was that the one that attacked me?
Yep.
That's the one that attacked me, too.
I assume you're all standing still now, right?
Yeah.
And you're not making any noise,
Oh,
except for you're talking.
well, whispering.
And these are all just still a coal beach.
Yep.
How far are we from like the grass?
I mean, you were
That was on
pretty
the other
near
island,
the
right?
fire, so I'd say you're probably 60 yards from getting off the beach.
Should we try and get up to the grass because it's less noisy than the coals?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Now you said I was a larger size version of the gurgle thing.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna grab Bill and start making my way up to off the beach.
Okay. All right. Do a strength check for you holding Bill.
5. I have no fingers or thumbs, so
You got gum in his hair.
I just grab his
So you go to grab him, and you sticky his hat, and you
Gurgle,
knock him
gurgle.
over. So he
I just-
falls down onto the coals.
I just start as soon as he starts
splatter.
talking. I have no idea this is coming, so I'm just gonna start
Yeah.
slapping. Stop it! Stop it! What are you doing?
I point up to the other. Gurgle.
Yeah. So he knocks you down to the ground while trying to help you, and the rock lobster once again turns around and starts making its way towards you.
I can make sounds.
myself
I can make
between
audible
The rock
illusions
lobsters
instead
and,
of visual ones.
and Bill and Eddie.
Okay.
Well, didn't they all stop when the tide receded though? So couldn't we just wait for that to happen and then run for it?
Maybe. How often does that happen? It's lava. I'm gonna cast minor illusion again, but I'm gonna make the sound of just I don't know, someone falling down the stairs,
Okay.
but down the beach where I sent my first illusion to run.
Okay. Make your roll.
I changed my mind. That's a 5. So
Very convincing.
He makes the sound on himself.
All right, so this time when you
I'm gonna
cast a
draw
spell, your invisibility does poof off,
yeah.
and you are frightened, and your illusion does not do anything.
Well, we should head to the grass.
All right, and for a moment, the fire recedes, and the things put their hands up in the air and start clapping.
I'm gonna run.
Run.
Our heroes will return after these messages. Hey there, it's Nico again. If you'd like to skip the ads next time, as well as support our show, you should check out our Patreon. All levels get ad-free listening, where you get to skip all the commercials, and then there are a bunch of other features, depending on what tier you go with. Check out the link at www.afoolsquest.com. And now that the commercials are out of the way, it's time to dive back into the foolishness. I'm gonna need dexterity checks from you guys because you're running on coals.
11.
Also 11.
Okay, all right. So you both are able to run for a short distance, and then you hear the fire move back toward the shore with the coals. Do you continue running?
Freeze. Red light, green light.
Yeah, I'll stop.
Okay.
And I'll go into defend mode. So if any of the rock lobsters decide to snap at them, I'll 8.
Okay. All right. So you go into defend mode, and I'm gonna see if they catch up with you or not.
Let's hold one.
They do catch up. That is a 10 on the dice. So the one that was closest to Bill and Uorag puts down its claws and starts in your general direction, and one starts moving towards Eddie as well because he ran down the beach a little ways. So it starts moving towards Eddie as well. But the one that does get caught up with Uorag and Bill gets up there. So yeah, what's your defend roll do?
It gives me a hold number,
Okay.
and then when whoever I'm defending gets attacked, I can spend a hold to choose one of the actions.
Okay. Well, it is going to attack Bill right now.
Yeah, I will take the hit for him.
Okay. That is a hit. See, oh my, 3 points of damage, minimum damage again. All right, so it clops at. Yeah, I mean, it's just slicing through your bubble gum. doing no damage at all. And
Just chew it a little more.
It's like cutting Play-Doh, and then you can just push it back together.
right, yeah. Yep. All right, do you guys do anything, or do you just freeze and hold still until
I'm just going to stand still until it...
Yeah, same.
Okay.
I'm going to try to pick him up again. 6. Gurgle.
So you tried to pick him up, but it was during when the other one snapped at you, so you went to defend him too, and you just knocked him down on the ground again. And the rock lobster's snapping at him, trying to get to him, but just finding your gooey bubblegum.
I'm using the other dice.
His claws are stuck together now.
And then the fire recedes, and their arms all go up. And gummy one, there's gum sticking it together, like when you have slimy gum between your fingers in the air, just snapping. But yeah, what do you guys do?
Run again.
All right, dexterity checks all around.
Now you roll good.
7.
9.
12.
12? Mm-hmm. Okay. And 9?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you don't have to do dexterity. Okay. All right. So, Bill, you beeline it, and you actually make it to the fringe on the grass. Eddie, you take off running, but you find your feet are wobbly on the charcoal, right? It's not like even as easy as running on sand because it keeps twisting your ankles, your feet are moving in bad directions, and you stumble and you fall down at one point and fall on your hands and knees. You're still probably about 20 yards away from the edge of the beach.
I'm gonna try another minor illusion. Make the sound of someone clattering on the rocks back behind the lobsters.
Okay.
That's an 8.
Okay.
I will forget that spell.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so Bill is ahead of all of us.
Mm-hmm.
He stumbled. I'll go defend him until he can make his way to the fringe also.
Okay. I will need a dexterity check from you then for that, because he was a ways away from you, so you need to rush over to him.
7.
7? Okay. So, yeah, you are going to make some good distance, but you know that you're not going to get to him in time. I will give you the option, though, to actually go and attack you could make it to the lobster itself instead of to Eddie.
That'll work.
Okay.
Just to keep it preoccupied so it focuses on me instead of him.
Yep. All right.
Yeah. That's not very well. That's a 4.
Okay. So you go over and you slam the ground right in front of him, right in front of the lobster, and the wave starts to come back, or the fire seems to come back up towards the beach, and it just reaches out and claw attacks you. Definitely a hit. For 4 points of damage. I got it.
Gurgle.
On that one. So it snaps at you with one claw, and yeah, it's just trying to get you, but it's not doing anything. And then
It's just snipping mush.
Yep. Eddie, you can see him behind you. Your illusion doesn't seem to be doing anything. I mean, it makes noise, and it does that, but it's not drawing the attention of any of the things.
Damn.
You begin to think that maybe... Oh, actually, Uorag couldn't have told you what it was, because he says
He
gurgle.
said gurgle.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to pick up a baseball-sized rock and throw it as far as I can.
Okay. Like in the general direction of the thing?
Of the fire.
Of the fire?
Yeah, away from the direction we're going.
Okay. Like into the fire, though, or?
No, like still on the beach.
Okay. All right. Yeah, go ahead and make a dexterity roll.
11.
11. All right, so you chuck it. It lands, a good 20 yards behind the lobster, and 2 of the lobsters, including the one that just attacked Uorag, puts its claws up and starts waddling back toward the rock that you just chucked.
Oh, hell. Hey, Uorag, I think they have a tremor sense.
Gurgle. So I just do like this overly simplistic tiptoey.
It's completely unnecessary. All right, so you tiptoe back toward the beach, I assume?
Yeah, it just
All
looks really awkward and comical.
right. Yeah.
I'm gonna run.
All right, so
20 yards left.
yeah, so you take off running, do another dexterity roll, and see if you get it.
I don't. That's a 5. I trip immediately.
Okay, so the rock lobster is going to turn around. The one closest to you, not both of them, but the one that's closest to you is going to turn around and start making its way towards you again. It's keeping pace with Uorag. They're like walking side by side. It's not going to get to you though.
Oh, good.
And eventually the waves rescind. Its claws go up into the air and it starts snapping again. And are you going to try again?
Yeah.
All right. Bill, what are you doing while they're doing this?
I'm picking gum out of my hair.
Okay, fair.
That's an 11 again.
Okay, all right. So you make it to the grassy area, and which is really just it's ground. It's not as lush as what you saw at the bottom of that tower. There are some weeds and stuff growing out of it though, but it's kind of like hard earth
Yeah.
with some tough roots growing around. But yeah, you make it to that. And your leg is still bleeding from where it chomped you. Like, really, it got your muscle real good.
Yeah.
Ouchie.
I didn't prepare.
I'm gonna look at Eddie and be like, man, that was crazy. I probably got you there for a second. It's a 7.
It did get me.
Didn't it?
So I guess it could attract attention, or it's up to you, I suppose. Forgot.
Well, symbols.
So I healed you for 8,
Well, you definitely attract attention.
and I'm gonna give you 2d6 to your damage roll forward.
Nice.
Man, I thought I got you there for a second. Uorag, if you ever touch me again while you're gum, I'm burning down the grove.
Gurgle, gurgle.
While you're gum.
All right. So we're here. Should we make our way to the house?
Are the rock lobsters still chasing us?
No, they stop at the edge of the...
Okay, good.
I figured they
They
wouldn't be
won't go
able
on
to
the
hear our
ground.
movement as well on the...
That was the hope, but you never know.
That's true. The symbols didn't bring them either, so that's good news.
Yeah, let's make our way to their mansion, huh?
All right, so you guys start moving up toward the mansion. And it is a beautiful mansion. You can see there are, lots of windows around it, but all the windows have curtains that have shuttered, or not shuttered, but that are closed over the windows so that you can't see inside. There's this beautiful stairwell that leads up through these hedges that are around it. The hedges seem a little out of place because there are hedges and it's not a very lush area to be growing these. And it's not really the right climate either, considering you're surrounded by an entire lake of lava, but probably magically grown hedges that are there. They're brown, more brown than they are green. But the stairs lead past that up towards the house. It's one of those stairwells where it's like goes up 3 stairs, then it's flat for like 10 steps, then up 3 more stairs, and then flat for a while. And then it gets up to the house, and you can see as you approach the house that there are 2 giant doors that are there. These doors are probably 15 feet tall and probably 8 feet wide.
Good.
And Bill, as you're walking, you feel a vine reach out and grab your ankle and yank you toward one of the hedges.
It's not me. As soon as I feel a touch, right? Uorag, you piece of shit!
I'm in danger.
And you take 2 points of damage as it starts to draw you toward the hedge.
Okay.
Because you called attention to yourself, right?
I did.
Yeah. All right, what do the rest of you do?
I'm going to try to grab Bill.
I'll pull out my heavenly staff and just start thumping on the vine.
Okay. All right, strength check from Uorag, attack from Eddie.
9.
9.
8.
All right, so your attack. That's an 8 for its strength, so you are able to stop it from pulling Bill toward it, but it doesn't release Bill quite yet.
10 damage.
10 damage. Okay, so it does slash out and hit you with some of its thorns too, only doing 2 points of damage. But you are able to sever it with the rod. You just smash it, and the little fibers of the vine just break apart and start leaking gooey brown sludge out of it, and it reels its vine back as it releases Bill.
Oh, Bill, stop screwing around.
Uorag, where are your hands right now?
Gurgle, gurgle.
You let me die. You understand me? You let me die.
Bold of you to
Gurgle.
assume he has hands.
Aww.
More like tentacles. And you know where they are.
At this point, I'll take the wet hat back.
Some of the other hedges start to flail their vines looking for whatever was out there.
We should probably go.
Uorag, you know what those... Never mind. Pretty sure they're not called gurgle, gurgle. Gurgle.
Oh, it's singular.
Let's stay away from those. They completely surround the house?
Yeah, but you can navigate through them.
All right. Yeah, let's keep our
As long as you
distance from those.
Do anything to call attention to yourself.
Try to be quieter, Bill.
Yeah, I'm the problem.
I think as we go, Uorag just kind of spreads his arms out and form a barrier between the hedge and Bill.
As you're moving, you're picking up like needles and weeds.
I'm sure from like the knee down, I'm just amassing a conglomeration of shit.
Yeah, just loose stuff everywhere sticking to you.
Just a man-sized lint roller at this point.
Not bigger than that.
Yeah. All right, you guys make it up to the door. These giant doors.
Is there a doorbell?
There is.
I'm ringing the doorbell.
All right.
I thought you were going to knock.
Is there a doorbell? There is. I'm going to knock.
All right, so you ring the doorbell. A sound goes off throughout the entire mansion, ringing at every level. And you hear large thumpings coming from behind the door. After a few moments, the thumping's, getting louder, and then it comes to a brief halt. And then the door slowly opens, the creaking noise echoing in the foyer behind you, as you see this large, autonomous rock monster with molten lava in its joints opening the door for you. And it's got a little tie wrapped around its neck. And it says,
Yes.
Hi, we're here to visit.
Please sign in at the registry.
Sure thing.
he turns around, starts walking away.
I'm going to walk right on in. Look for the registry.
All right, so you walk in. It's a big foyer. There's plenty of chairs around. There's a little closet, like not closets, but wardrobe, like the standalone wardrobes for you to hang your coat, and if you got gloves or anything like that at all, you can put it there. There's a spot to put your travel packs and whatever that you might have, and refreshment table with waters. And on the refreshment table, there is a registry to sign in.
All right, yeah, I'm going to drink some of the water and sign in the second breakfast club minus Adira.
Okay.
Currently, because she's indisposed.
All right, so you can sign it. You do see above it on the registry, there are several instances of Loki's name being written in at different points that are on there. But it says for you to put your name, and then next to it, it has a little box and it says sample.
I'm going to check the box.
You can't put ink there. The ink just dissolves when you try to check it.
Is there anything in the sample
Little
boxes
piece of
above
gum.
it?
Okay, you put a little piece of gum in there?
Yeah.
All right, and a visitor's badge appears on your gum.
Gurgle, gurgle.
All right. And got a knife?
No.
I lift my leg with the shit on it. It's probably got something sharp in it.
I lift my leg with the gash in it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
just pick a scab and drop it on the box.
A visitor's badge appears on your chest.
I'm just gonna pluck a hair and stick it in there.
Just one hair?
Yeah.
The one hair is not quite enough.
Some of the gum out of it.
So
What happens if we put Abigail's here?
she would probably have a.
She would get a
badge.
visitor
Doesn't make
badge
any
when she gets put in here, and then she'd be able to get out.
sense. I think she would have it right now, though, and Loki would have questions.
Close the door. Bink, where'd you go?
One hair doesn't seem to be enough anyway.
Okay. I'll pull more hairs until it takes them. Just keep.
All right, it takes about 5 hairs. Your eyes are watering now from plucking each individual hair out of your head, and you put it down in the little
He didn't
sample
say
box.
Head.
Oh, true.
This is nothing. I get waxed once a week. I do it myself. Neck down.
Then why are you complaining about Uorag? He's literally trying to help you wax.
It's not the same.
Could be.
It's I spend good money on the most premium of waxes.
Waxed and gummed are not the same.
Same effect, though.
All right, so you've got 5 hairs from unknown body locations that you drop onto the little box, and it absorbs them, and a guest badge appears on your chest.
From in between your toes.
All right. Let's explore.
Yeah.
Gurgle.
See anyone around? We hear anyone around?
You hear there are just a couple of automata-style constructs walking around that seem to have been formed by local materials that are doing different things. There's, a small little lava sprite that's dusting the building by burning the dust away around different things. There are stairwells that go into different locations, but you don't see any humanoid creatures.
Well, should we go start checking the rooms?
Yeah, I reckon we should start exploring.
All right.
Let's split up. Just kidding.
Me and Scoob will check the kitchen.
We don't split up. We stay together and we send Uorag to explore elsewhere by himself.
Gurgle, gurgle.
So there are no bedrooms really on the main floor. You can hear somebody singing in one of the back rooms. You can hear some sizzling. You can smell some cooking. There are different things that are happening around different rooms of the main floor that if you choose to explore, you can. Those different rooms. Or there are stairwells that go upstairs into the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th level.
Let's go check out the kitchen.
I do like a kitchen.
Okay.
Gurgle.
We'll make ourselves a giant sub.
Hell yeah.
All right. So you go into the kitchen, and when you arrive in there, you see 5 or 6 different entities that are these round, globular balls of tar, and they've got rock arms coming out of them, and they've got 5 or 6 rock arms, and they're all rotating and doing different things, but they're cooking and doing dishes, and right now one is chopping up some onions and some potatoes and stuff, and yeah, they're just cooking in the middle of the room. There's an island, a really big island with a bunch of prepared food that's just chilling there.
Gurgle.
Yeah, I imagine that's for guests. We've got badges. It's probably fine. I'll go over and grab a waffle and a fish stick or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll grab some food.
All right.
None of the creatures have mouths. They all have one eye right in the center of the tar.
I'm picturing the Imperial interrogation droid,
Yeah,
but tar.
yeah, with tar. Yeah.
Guess let's check out that music. That's got to be a person, right? I don't think these things could make music.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. They can make food. Gonna eat my fish stick and waffle or whatever, and head towards the music.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head into the room, and it is a creature, and it is playing some kind of weird, bizarre-looking piano, but it's circular, so it's sitting in the middle of it, and it's just playing this piano at all different directions, a stringed instrument, and playing the keys and making this weird vibrating noise that is kind of like singing, but with no words.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's really good. You know the scene with the weird alien thing in the Fifth Element?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
yeah.
The blue lady?
Yeah. It's doing that. While playing the piano.
See, you said like a weird vibrating noise, and I was picturing like those little. What are those? What are those toys?
Like a recorder?
Squeeze them. No.
Oh.
You squeeze them and their little mouths open.
I know what you're talking about.
Octophone or something.
Yeah. That's what I was picturing.
It does have like so it's not exactly like Fifth Element chick. It's definitely got like a vibration to it. You can tell there's a vibration, but it's doing that same song.
Hey. Hi there.
It makes a vibrating hello.
We're guests.
Yes.
Who are you?
I'm the musician.
What's your... Are you one of the residents or one of the staff?
Staff.
Okay. As staff, maybe you could direct us to where the residents are. We'd like to visit with some of them.
They're on the floors above.
The floors above.
The fifth floor is not for guests or residents.
Who's it for?
It is for the master of the house.
He doesn't reside here?
Yes, he does.
Then you can't allow him up there. It's dangerous.
It falters at playing the music as it tries to process.
What are you doing?
We're just on a roll, short-circuiting everybody we talk to.
We better go check that out and make sure it's safe for him to be up there.
Oh, no.
That's the only way. You said he resides here and residents aren't allowed up there, so we really need to inspect things. It might not be safe for him.
He's not a prisoner.
He's a resident. All right.
He's the master.
Yeah,
Gurgle.
Listen, we're gonna go up and meet the residents. Thanks for the help.
Gurgle, gurgle to you.
Do you know that language?
Yes.
Oh. Could you translate a message for me?
Yes.
Tell him go fuck himself.
I think he understands you.
Gurgle. I was trying to help him.
It's funny to me because he doesn't understand gurgle.
Well, it's gurgling back to me. I can speak gurgle.
I'm saying it's going to translate it into gurgle, and you don't speak it, which is funny.
So it translates in gurgle to you.
Gurgle, go fuck yourself. I got it, yeah.
All right.
It's only funny.
Gurgle, I was trying to help your ass. Gurgle, sorry about the gum in your hair.
Do you want to know what he says?
Oh, not particularly.
Oh, okay.
Well, thanks for your help, Gurgle. We'll probably see you on the way out.
It starts playing the piano again.
All right, up the stairs we go.
All right, which floor are you going to?
Oh, I guess just the next one.
Okay.
Just the second, for now.
Okay.
You think it meant Loki as the master of the house?
He said the master of the house resides here, though.
Yeah, but like on...
But Loki's like never here.
But like... He's never here on mortal terms, but who knows?
I don't know.
He could have spent way more time here than we've been alive.
He's a god, all right? Drop the capital G.
I didn't capitalize. I said a god. It's not even that great a one.
Shh, he'll hear you.
All right, so you guys move up to the second floor?
Yeah.
And you see a sign on the second floor that is written in Elven, and it also does have Thieves' Cant in different spots around it. Some emojis. But the Elven reads specifically, "Beware this floor is for one prisoner only.
Keep going.
Yeah, maybe we start at the top and work our way down.
Yeah, or the middle. We'll start on the 3rd floor. We'll see. So let's read the sign there.
Yeah, let's go to the 3rd floor.
Okay, you go to the 3rd floor, and there are no signs on the 3rd floor.
That seems like a good sign. I mean, it seems like they put up warnings when you need to be warned.
Yeah, we don't need to beware.
This feels safe.
We should be unaware, I guess.
Gurgle.
Yeah, he's in.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go on into the 3rd floor here.
All right, so you go into the 3rd floor, and you make your way down the hallway, and you come up to the very first door that you see. It does appear to be magically sealed, with not a lot of magic, but definitely some magic. And there is a name on the door.
What's the name on the door?
The name on the door says Thorkillen.
Is that a name I know as a first person?
Make a roll for that.
9.
I would say it rings a bell, but you don't know any specific lore that's attached to him. And here's a good spot to take a break.
I know some of these words.
This concludes this episode of A Fool's Quest. Join us next time for more fun and daring adventure. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, subscribe, review, and comment on your favorite platform to listen to A Fool's Quest.